Warning, this is disgusting. Here's the story time on why I had to abruptly move out of my previous apartment, which was, at a glance, a really nice apartment on the inside. Let's rewind about 45 days, literally. I'm like triggered. I see a big old juicy roach on the floor. I can't remember. I'm like, wow, that's massive. So I handle that. Texting and I'm like, God, I just thought, I'm scared. That's disgusting. My boyfriend was like, oh, if it was big and that's the only one you saw, it's probably not an issue. I was like, okay, fine. Fast forward a week later, hopping in bed, getting all comfy, turn my flashlight on my phone. As soon as I turn that flashlight off, I look at my door and I see just like a black smudge. And I'm like, oh, that's a big black smudge on my door. And then the black smudge moves. It was huge. This big, and I get up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted. At that point, I email a landlord. It's like a property management company. Send them a long email. In the email, I'm basically like, I've lived here for over a year. This has never been an issue. I think it's coming from another unit. I'm concerned. This is disgusting. Please deal with this. Email, if you saw, I said, I know it's not coming from my unit. Please check and treat all other units as well as mine. Also put in a maintenance request separately. They come and spray my unit. I get no response to that email. Nothing about them treating any other units or even asking anyone anything about where this issue is stemming from. They treat my unit, I'm like, okay, this should solve the problem. No, it didn't. It made it worse. So when the guy came to treat, he said, what this does is if they're down there, they're gonna come out and they're gonna die. Have to clean up the dead ones. A month after they treated, I was still cleaning up dead ones that were coming into my apartment. And I think that is because they didn't treat the other units like I asked, and they didn't ask any of the other units if they had issues too. Since the guy only sprayed my unit, wherever the issue was stemming from, which wasn't my apartment, that treatment was making them, basically smoking them out of wherever their problem is and coming to my apartment to die. So about a month after they treated my apartment, I start to see the little ones. And I'm like, okay, now this is a problem, because then one night I am going to bed. I hear, you guys, this was genuinely so traumatizing to me, and I don't know if I'm overreacting, but it was just so, even in my new place, I'm like, oh my God, what is that? What is there something? I hear in bed, lights are off, I'm going to sleep.